सोमनाथ विश्वविद्यालय, सोमनाथ संस्कृत विश्वविद्यालय, पंडित विकास रंजन झा, सोमनाथ संस्कृत विश्वविद्यालय, पंडित रविशंकर महापात्र, सोमनाथ संस्कृत विश्वविद्यालय, प्रोफेसर दिव्येंदु विश्वास, पंडित अशोक जी, पंडित विनय जी, पंडित अरविंद जी,
पूर्व सचिवाः महामाननीयाः श्रीमन्तः श्रीकिशोर मिश्र महाभागाः कृपया अत्र समागच्छन्तु इति पौनःपुन्येन प्रार्थयामि। कौशल किशोर श्रीवास्तव महाभागाः प्रयाग विश्वविद्यालयः।
श्री रविशंकर महापात्र,
आचार्य देवेंद्रनाथ पांडेयाः।
देवेंद्रनाथ पांडे, as Professor Pandey is not here, he is receiving on behalf of Dr. Pandey.
আছে। সর্বপ্রথম আমি রেসপেক্টেড চেয়ারম্যান ডক্টর রামকৃষ্ণ শাস্ত্রী মহাশয়কে জানাই আমি সশ্রদ্ধ প্রণাম। গোপা শাস্ত্রী, তাকে আমার আন্তরিক ভালোবাসা, তার পরিবারের সকলকে জানাই আমার অন্তরের আন্তরিক আশীর্বাদ। সকলে ভালো থাকুক, ঈশ্বরের কাছে এই প্রার্থনায় আমি করি। সঙ্গে আমাদের আছে অমল ভাই, অমল ভাইকে জানাই, তার পরিবারকে জানাই, দাদার পরিবারের সকলকে আমি এটাই জানাই যে অক্লান্ত পরিশ্রম করে যে এত সুন্দরভাবে অর্গানাইজ করেছে এই যে আমাদের মঞ্চটা, এই মঞ্চের যে এটাকে আমি নাম দিচ্ছি চাঁদের ঘাট। প্রতি বছর আমি যখন আসি তখন আমি এই কথাই বলি যে চাঁদের ঘাট মঞ্চ যেন সারা জীবন এটা বজায় থাকে এবং সারা বিশ্বে, আমি যেটা বলেছিলাম যে সারা বিশ্বের জন্য ছড়িয়ে পড়ে। বহু বছর আগে থেকে এই কথাটাই আমি আজও বলে যাব, সারা বিশ্বেতে ছড়িয়েই পড়ছে আস্তে আস্তে করে। এটা আমাদের বাঙালি, আমরা জানি, আমাদের অনেক গর্ব। আন্তর্জাতিক জ্যোতিষ সম্মেলনে আজকে আমরা উপস্থিত হতে পেরে আমি ভেরি প্রাউড ফিল করছি এবং আমি এটা মনে করছি যে এটার জন্য আমাদের সারা জীবন যেন এটা আমাদের থাকে এবং তার উত্তরসূরি যারা আছে তারাও যেন এটা সুন্দর করে চালিয়ে যেতে পারে। কারণ কলকাতার বুকের উপর এত সুন্দর একটা যে কনফারেন্স আমাদের হয়, এটা আমার মনে হয় যে এটা আমরা সবাইকে বলতে পারি। এই বলার ব্যাপারটা যে আমাদের যে এইটা যেন আমাদের প্রতি যেন সবাই যেন আমরা এটা গর্ব করতে পারি যে বাঙালির এটা একটা ঐতিহ্য, এটা একটা বিশাল ব্যাপার। তো আমি প্রথমে এটাই বলে প্রথমে দুই এক কথা আমি বলবো যে এই যে কনফারেন্সটা হয়, আমরা যখন ছোট থাকি তখন কবে দুর্গা পুজো আসবে সেই পুজোটার জন্য কিন্তু আমরা অপেক্ষা করি, এই 3-4 দিন। ঠিক আমার মনে হয় আমরা যেন এই কবে কনফারেন্সটা শুরু হবে সেইটার জন্য বাচ্চাদের মতন আমরা আজকে প্রথম দিন এই হবে, সেকেন্ড দিন এই হবে, বাচ্চাদের মতন কিন্তু আমরা সেইটা মনে করি যে এইটা এইভাবে আমরা কি বলবো, এই শুধু এরকমভাবে আমরা যাব। তো এই যে ব্যাপারটা ঠিক ঠিক সেইভাবেই যেন আমি চাই যেন বছর বছর যেন এই কনফারেন্সটা আমাদের অতি সুন্দরভাবে যেন হোক। আর তার সঙ্গে আমার আজকে দুই এক কথা একটু আজকে বলতে ইচ্ছা করছে, যেটা সব থেকে বড় কথা যে বর্তমানে আমরা জানি যে মানুষের কিন্তু ভীষণ মানসিক দিক থেকে খুব সমস্যা। যে সমস্যাটা হচ্ছে সেটা হচ্ছে টেনশন। এই টেনশনের যে সমস্যা, বলে যে সব রোগের ওষুধ আছে কিন্তু মানসিক যে রোগটা, মানসিক যে টেনশনটা, সেটার কিন্তু কোনো ওষুধ আমাদের নেই। তো সেটার জায়গায় যেতে গেলে কিন্তু প্রথমে আমি একটা কথা সবাইকে বলবো যে আমাদের পক্ষে, এবং আমরা সবাইকে এটাই বলবো, যেহেতু আমরা জ্যোতিষী, আমরা জ্যোতিষ হয়ে সবাইকে একটাই বলবো যে তন্ত্র এবং মন্ত্র, পূজা পাঠ, এটা তো আমাদের ওয়ান অফ দ্য একটা পার্ট, জ্যোতিষের পাশেই আছে। যে শাস্ত্রটা তন্ত্র ছাড়া আমি মনে করি এবং পুজো যজ্ঞ ছাড়া কিন্তু সেটা সুসম্পন্ন হয় না। অতএব আমরা এটা আমি প্রথমে যা বলবো যে বহু যে সমস্ত ছেলে মেয়েরা আজকাল আমরা দেখতে পাচ্ছি, টিনেজার ছেলেমেয়েরা, তারা ভীষণ অবসাদগ্রস্ত হয়ে পড়ছে এবং তাদের মধ্যে নানা রকম দিক থেকে একটা একটা সমস্যা এসে যাচ্ছে। এই যে অবসাদ কেন, এত অল্প বয়সে একটা 22 বছরের ছেলে, একটা 23 বছরের ছেলে, কি ছেলে কি মেয়ে, তাদের মধ্যে এই অবসাদটা কেন আসবে? আর এটা আমরা জানি যে সব রোগের ওষুধ আছে কিন্তু টেনশন এবং অবসাদের কিন্তু কোনো ওষুধ নেই। এটা একটা ভয়ঙ্কর রোগ এবং এটা আস্তে আস্তে মানুষকে কিন্তু পুরে কিন্তু আমি বলবো সেটাকে তার জীবনটাকেই নষ্ট করে দেয়। কত ছেলে মেয়েরা দেখা যায় তারা একটা ইঞ্জিনিয়ার ছেলে, কি কেউ ডাক্তার হয়ে গেছে, একটা ভালো ডাক্তার ছেলে, তারাও ফ্রাস্ট্রেশনে ভুগছে, তারাও নানা রকম দিক থেকে টেনশনে অবসাদগ্রস্ত হয়ে নানা রকম নেশা ভান এইগুলো শুরু করেছে। কিন্তু আমি বলবো যে বর্তমানে এইটার জন্য সমস্ত জায়গায় ছোট, মানে আমরা ছোট ছোট বাচ্চা যারা তোমাদের বাড়িতে আছে তাদের থেকে শুরু করে এবং বড়দের ক্ষেত্রে আমি এটা বলবো সবাইকে তার মা বাবাকে জন্য তাদেরকে শেখায় যে একটা মেডিটেশনের ব্যাপার এবং তাদের 5 মিনিট করে শুরু করুন। আমরা বড় হচ্ছে এবং আমি বলবো যে আমরা এবং নিজেরাও এবং তোমরা সবাই এই মেডিটেশনটা আমাদের করতে হবে এবং এই তার থেকে কিন্তু আমি বলবো প্রতিদিন 5 মিনিট করে আমরা শুরু করি, 5 মিনিট থেকে কিন্তু আমরা 10 মিনিট করবো, 10 মিনিট থেকে কিন্তু আমরা সেটা 15 মিনিটে পৌঁছাবো। এতে আমরা যাকে অনেক বেশি ভালোবাসি, সেটা মা বাবা হতে পারে, ভাই বোন হতে পারে, কোনো ঈশ্বর হতে পারে, যারা যে দেবতাকে তোমরা অনেক বেশি ভালোবাসো, তাকে আমরা নিয়ে আসবো, আমাদের এই দুটো আইব্রু আছে তার মাঝখানে কিন্তু আমরা নিয়ে আসবো, এনে সেইখানে বসিয়ে আমি বলবো এটাকে রিসাইক্লিং করতে হবে, অল টাইম কিন্তু আমরা কিন্তু সেটাকে আমরা রিসাইক্লিং করবো। তো আমি একটা জিনিস বলবো যে মেডিটেশনের মাধ্যমে কিন্তু মানুষের, আমরা যে কর্মজীবনে সবাই ব্যস্ত, আজকে আমরা যে যা করছি সবাই কিন্তু ভীষণ ব্যস্ততার মধ্যে দিয়ে আছে, সেই কর্মজীবনটাকে কিন্তু আরো ভালো করতে গেলে, সুস্থতা বজায় রাখতে গেলে নানা মানুষের ঘরে ঘরে রোগ ব্যাধি এটা কিন্তু লেগেই আছে। তো তার থেকে সুস্থতা মানে হতে গেলে, এবং আমি বলবো এটাকে বজায় রাখতে গেলে আমাদের কিন্তু সকলেরই দরকার মেডিটেশন, এবং এই মেডিটেশন করলে তাতে কিন্তু আমাদের অনেক ভালো হবে, কর্মজীবনটাকে আমরা আরো অনেক বেশিকে বৃদ্ধি পাইয়ে আমরা সবাই বেঁচে থাকতে পারবো। তো আমি আরো কিছু বলার ছিল, ঠিক আছে আজকে এখানে আমরা শেষ করছি। সবাই তোমরা ভালো থাকো, ভালো হোক সবার, ঈশ্বরের কাছে এই প্রার্থনা করুন এই জগতের যত সবাই মানুষকে তুমি ভালো রাখো। আর আমরা দেখতে পাচ্ছি বর্তমানে ভীষণভাবে কিন্তু প্রবলেম, আমরা 3 দেশ থেকে আমরা এসেছি, অনেক মানুষ সেখানে 30,000-এরও বেশি মানুষ মারা গেছে, কিন্তু আমি চাই তারা সুস্থ হয়ে যাক, তারা তাড়াতাড়ি ফিরে ঘরে সব আসুক, আমাদের দেশ ভালো থাকুক, আমাদের এই মহান দেশ আরও ভালো আরও উন্নত হোক, দাদার শ্রীবৃদ্ধি হোক, আর আমরা যেন প্রতি বছর যতদিন বেঁচে থাকি এখানে যেন আসতে পারি। জয় হোক তোমাদের সকলের মঙ্গল, জয় মা মনসা।
To Professor Tapan Kumar Dev by Indian Institute of Oriental Heritage. Murari Mohan Vedanta University Memorial Award to Professor Tapan Kumar Dev. Dr. Murari Mohan Vedanta Tirthashastri Memorial Award to Professor Swaraj Basu. Dr. Murari Mohan Vedanta Tirthashastri Memorial Award to Professor Ratna Sarkar. Dr. Murari Mohan Vedanta Tirthashastri Memorial Award to Professor Ratna Sarkar. Dr. Murari Mohan Vedanta Tirthashastri Memorial Award to Professor Ratin Malik. Dr. Murari Mohan Vedanta Tirthashastri Memorial Award to Professor Ratin Malik. Dr. Murari Mohan Vedanta Tirthashastri Memorial Award to Professor Lavanya Chakraborty. Audience are requested to sit on audience after receiving the award. We have other award category also. Honoring Professor Uma Chattopadhyay from Kolkata. Now honoring Professor Dr. Mrityunjay Chakraborty. Professor Dr. Mrityunjay Chakraborty. Now honoring Professor Shri Swadesh Ranjan Chakraborty. Institute is now honoring Professor Sri Ramachandra Siddhitirtha. Conferment of Dr. Ramaranjan Mukhopadhyay Memorial Award to Professor Shishir Bhattacharya. Dr. Ramaranjan Mukhopadhyay Memorial Award to Professor Shishir Bhattacharya. Conferment of Dr. Ramaranjan Mukhopadhyay Memorial Award to Professor Shyamal Bhattacharya. Conferment of Dr. Ramaranjan Mukhopadhyay Memorial Award to Professor Srimati Reva Rani Haldar. Nirmal Chandra Lahiri Memorial Award to Dr. Pallavi Shastri, Assam. To Mr. Banamali Goswami, Assam. Conferment of Nirmal Chandra Lahiri Memorial Award to Mr. Banamali Goswami, Assam. Nirmal Chandra Lahiri Memorial Award to Sri Prabhirananda Brahmachari, Kolkata. Prabhirananda Brahmachari from Kolkata. Conferment of Nirmal Chandra Lahiri Memorial Award to Professor Sumit Sharma Shastri. Going next, Nirmal Chandra Lahiri Memorial Award to Professor Gopal Chandra Pal. Professor Gopal Chandra Pal. Nirmal Chandra Lahiri Memorial Award to Professor Gopal Chandra Pal. Going next, Nirmal Chandra Lahiri Memorial Award to Professor Jayanta Chakraborty. Nirmal Chandra Lahiri Memorial Award to Professor Dr. Jayanta Chakraborty from Mumbai. Going next, Nirmal Chandra Lahiri Memorial Award to Professor Mantu Kumar Bhattacharya. Professor Mantu Kumar Bhattacharya. Nirmal Chandra Lahiri Memorial Award to Pandit Animesh Shastri, Kolkata. Conferment of Nirmal Chandra Lahiri Memorial Award to Pandit Animesh Shastri from Kolkata, founder Aryabhatta Foundation. Going next, Nirmal Chandra Lahiri Memorial Award to Dr. Arun Pal from Assam. Nirmal Chandra Lahiri Memorial Award to Dr. Lukraj Podel. Dr. Lukraj Podel from Nepal. Conferment of Nirmal Chandra Lahiri Memorial Award to Dr. Manjurul Ahsan from Bangladesh. Conferment of Ganapati Award. Conferment of Ganapati Award to Mr.
Hello.
Jyoti Shastri.
আজকে কেউ কিছু বলতে দিচ্ছে না, তবু আমি দাদাকে সর্বপ্রথমে আমার স্বাগত জানাই এবং গৌরীকে আমার ভালোবাসা, শুভেচ্ছা এবং আমার ভাইকে ভালোবাসেন আমার যারা বন্ধুরা সবাইকে ভালোবাসা ও শ্রদ্ধা জ্ঞাপন করে আমি একটি মূল্যন্ত জপ করে আমি শেষ করছি।
खुशी रविंद्रनाथ भट्टाचार्य जी कोलकाता। श्री प्रद्युत भट्टाचार्य। चैतन्यमय नंद कोलकाता। Going next, confirm. Confinement of Ganapati Award to Sri Ranjan Pathak. Sri Ranjan Pathak. Confinement of Ganapati Award to Dr. Suparna Basu, Kolkata. Dr. Suparna Basu. Going next, confinement of Confinement of Ganapati Award to Sri Chaitanyamay Nanda. Confinement of Ganapati Award to Sri Chaitanyamay Nanda, Kolkata. Going next, confinement of Ganapati Award to Sri Arun Sahdev, Kolkata. Confinement of Ganapati Award to Sri Abhijit Banerjee, Kolkata. Confinement of Ganapati Award to Mr. Anand Kaushik, Kolkata. मिस्टर कमल दानी आपका फोन मिला यहाँ पे मोबाइल मेरा सेलेक्ट कर लीजिएगा मिस्टर कमल दानी आपका फोन मिल गया है यहाँ पे
Committee members and Chairman Dr. Ramashishran Sastri for giving me an opportunity to speak in this wonderful event. Today my topic is creativity in astrology. First of all, I would like to dedicate this to my gurus. First, Sri Ilango Annamalai, my father and my first guru, and late Dr. B.V. Raman for his exceptional service to the field of astrology. So let me introduce about myself. I am Muthu Vijayan Ilango, an astrologer, author, instructor and life coach at innovateastrosolutions.com. I have been practicing Vedic astrology for more than 18 years. I have completed engineering, master's engineering in mechanical engineering, but due to my calling in astrology, I have taken astrology as a full-time job. Before that, I was working in MNC for about 10 years. So today I am going to talk about creativity. The creativity is the ability to transcend conventional concepts into new ideas, or otherwise we can call it is an act of creating something new to oneself or society. Is creativity and intelligence are same? How many of you say it is same? Or it is different? Let me explain. The intelligence is able to understand some concept and apply it in the same conditions, but whereas creativity is applying in a new, different environment. So it's all about creating something new. So the creativity is almost one step ahead the intelligence. So let me talk about what are the astrological combinations for creativity. The planet Venus is the foremost important planet for creativity because it rules creative work, fine arts, music, literature and poetry. The next important planet is Mercury because the Mercury rules intelligence and communication. And the third one is Moon because in order to create something new, the person should have a clear thinking and should be able to come up with a new idea. So the Moon is the Karaka for mind. So the well-placed moon in the horoscope is very important for a creativity. So let me tell you the houses concerning the creativity. The 5th house rules creativity and intelligence. The 9th house, which is 5th house from 5th house, is also important for a creative ability and also deep understanding of the concept. So let me give some few examples. Let us take Steve Jobs' horoscope. He is the one who invented Apple iPhone. So all the major electronic items what we use today, iPhone, iPad, all are invented by him. So let us look into his horoscope and see what are the combinations made him one of the best creator of 20th century. So if you look at his horoscope, the 5th lord itself is Venus. The 5th house is occupied by Venus and aspected by 5th lord Jupiter from 11th house. The most important point is that both Jupiter and Venus are Vargotama, even though I have not shown the Navamsa chart, but both are Vargotama. And the 9th lord Mars occupied 9th house aspected by exalted Saturn. So Venus becomes the most prominent planet in his horoscope. So during Venus Mahadasha, he created all the important electronic gadgets. You know why he created all electronic gadgets? Because the Venus is conjoined with Rahu, and aspected by Jupiter. Do you know why his tools are used for communication? Because the Mercury is placed in the 11th house from Moon, which is ruling the communication, So basically he created all the important gadgets during Venus Mahadasha. Let's take one more example. Satyajit Ray, the man from Bengal, Calcutta. So he is regarded as one of the best filmmaker of all time. His first film won 11 international awards. So he is not only a filmmaker, he is a screenwriter, music composer, graphic artist, lyricist and calligrapher. He was honored Bharat Ratna in 1992. If you look his horoscope, the 5th Lord Sun exalted in Lagna with the creative planet Venus and the planet of intelligence Mercury. So this is a very unique combination that made him a best creator of all time. The 9th and 10th Lord Jupiter are in conjunct. So which is a kind of a Raja Yoga caused in 5th house, which is the house of creativity. So during Saturn Mahadasha, all his successful, most creative films came out. So we have seen two examples. So let me ask, who's this horoscope? By seeing this, will you be able to find this? Let me give some clue here. The Mars rules engineering, the Saturn rules structures and iron, and the 4th house rules land. Now if you look at his horoscope, the planet of engineering Mars, the 4th lord Jupiter, and the planet of structures Saturn are conjoined in 9th house. So this is the reason this person went and created most important construction work in India. And he have been awarded Bharat Ratna for his tremendous contribution to the engineering. So any guess whose horoscope is this? Let me give one more clue. His birthday is celebrated as Engineers Day in India. Any guess? Super. Thank you, sir. None other than Vishwesharaya. He is a preeminent engineer, scholar and statesman. He is the chief engineer responsible for KSR Dam. And not only that, he has constructed so many important dams in India. And he is regarded as one of the greatest engineers in India. And as I said, his birthday is celebrated as Engineers Day. So let me summarize. Venus is the most prominent planet for success in creative field. The good placement of Mercury, because the Mercury rules intelligence, and Moon, because the Moon rules mind, are also important for creative ability. The strong 5th house and the 5th lord gives the creative ability. Strong 9th house would also be very important because it gives creative ability and deep understanding of concepts. And other Raja Yogas in the horoscope would give long-term success and fame. So this is what I had for you. So if you have any doubts, I can clarify. So once you go back, you can apply this in multiple horoscope. I am very sure you will get similar combinations. Thank you very much.
Mr. Sastry, Dr. Amal Sastry, Dr. Gopal Sastry, and Indian Institute of Oriental Heritage for giving me a wonderful opportunity here. I am Professor Dr. Kamal Dani, practicing consultant pharmacist, and I have also other careers. I have double and multiple careers, and it is my proud privilege and I feel honored to be here
delivering a lecture to you. And for your knowledge and information, I am completing 25 years with Oriental Heritage and ARP from 1995. This is my 25th consecutive conference. Today I will speak about how you can predict success from reading the palm. How success can be predicted by reading the palm. Whether a person will be successful or not successful, average or highly successful, how you can predict by reading someone's palm. First of all, according to me, Mount of Jupiter is the first and foremost mount, Guru, below the first finger. If it is developed or overdeveloped, the person will be successful. The first criteria is your Jupiter should be developed, should be or overdeveloped, or at least above average, not weak. If a Jupiter is weak, then however good the person is at other arts or other trades, he or she will not be successful. So the first formula for success is good, well-developed Mount of Jupiter. Second is color of the palm should be pink. Pink color palm people are highly successful. I have seen about 9,000 palms in last about 35 years. So the pink color palm followed by number 2 red color palm. First successful palm is pink color, followed by red, followed by mixture of pink and white or red and white. These three are the most successful colors. Yellow palm colored people are not highly successful. And also followed by lastly the black. Black people don't achieve much success. This is as per my experience. So this is color of the palm also. Then the finger should be well developed. If the first finger, index finger or Jupiter finger is longer than third finger, the person has leadership qualities. He or she is of dominating nature and normally successful. These people are not failures. If the first finger is longer than third finger, then the person will be successful, a good leader. Whether in any field, social work, politics, education, you will see most of the politicians have the first finger very long. If you have noticed, Narendra Modi speaking, in the left and right both palm is, index finger is very long. I have seen on the TV many times. Anyhow, so this is another criteria. Then you have to look at the mount of sun, Surya Parvat, the third mount below the third finger, below the ring finger or the third finger. If it is well developed, apart from Jupiter, supposing Jupiter you achieve success, but you don't get recognition if your mount of sun is weak. If anyone has a very strong mount of Jupiter, but the mount of sun is weak, then he will get success. He will or she will earn money, but they will not reach the pinnacle or the topmost heights. They will not get recognition, honor or award from society or from the country or the state. So, developed mount of sun. Now again, the line of sun should be present. Line of sun should be clear, well marked, without any breaks, without any dots, spots, without any island. If you have good mount of sun but there is no sunlight, again the same case that you will not get much recognition compared to what your brilliancy or intelligence or the brain power or the amount of effort you put. So the amount of sun should be very well developed with a very clearly marked sunlight. Apart from these criteria, headline should be very clearly marked, without any breaks, without any dots or spots, without any bad signs. Like bad signs are island, dots, spots, cross. Cross means disappointment. A cross, X, English X, sort of a cross, means in the palm disappointment. Excepting on the mount of Jupiter, it is a good sign. Otherwise, on all other mounts, it's a sign of disappointment. Second is good sign of cross is a mystic cross between headline and heartline. So if headline should be very clearly marked. Again it depends on the field you are pursuing. Supposing you are pursuing politics, you should have Mount of Sun and Mount of Jupiter very well clearly marked. If you are into astrology, you should have a Jupiter and Mount of Moon or Mount of Saturn. The second planet to be considered after Jupiter is Mount of Moon or Mount of Saturn for astrology. Similarly, if you want to become a successful industrialist, Mount of Jupiter and Mount of Saturn. If you want to become a successful businessman or professional like doctor, engineer, scientist, chartered accountant, management, then apart from Mount of Jupiter, Mount of Mercury should be very well developed. If you have a strong Jupiter but weak Mount of Mercury, then as a chartered accountant, his or her practice will not be good. Similarly, for a management consultant also. So, for different fields, apart from Jupiter, you have to, for an artist, a musician, dancer, film artist, or theatre personality, Jupiter, Mount of Moon, and Mount of Venus also. For musician, Mount of Venus and Mount of Moon, along with Mount of Jupiter. For theatre, film, Mount of Jupiter, Mount of Venus, Mount of Moon. All these three mounts have to be considered. For an army or police or defense personnel or IAS or IPS, Mount of Mars along with Mount of Jupiter. Upper Mount of Mars along with lower Mount of Mars along with Mount of Jupiter. For those in administration, IAS, IPS, police, military, defense or spy, those working with intelligence bureau, their lower Mount of Mars and upper Mount of Mars should be very well developed along with Mount of Jupiter. So these are the few examples. Yeah. So, okay, time is very short. I again thank you all for giving me a very patient listening. Wish you all good luck. Thank you very much.
In between, we'll confer Ganpati Award to Sri Pastor Sarathi from Kolkata. Then we'll again resume our seminar lecture.
श्रोतृवृंद को सप्रेम वंदे। मेरे पास there are 4-5 discoveries for my inventions I want to put forth in front of you. The very first is Sanskrit effect on brains, that is neurons. Second one, I will talk on this subject for 2 minutes and then I will go to further. About Sanskrit language, how it is beneficial for our brain, how effect is there, how it affects neurons, and this property how you can use to cure Alzheimer dementia diseases. That whole Upchar Paddhati is ready with me. Another thing is about Rahu Ketu. Science behind Rahu Ketu. Now science behind Rahu Ketu is all believers, to all believers or disbelievers are always gone asking and making them non-plus as Rahu and Ketu are two intersecting points, then how they are so effective and how they are planets. So that how they are not and how they are effective using law of electrodynamics, I have proved it, and then is their effect, and then there being Chaya Graha,
how they are going backwards. I mean, we feel that I have explained. Another thing is about Gud Vamya Sukta. That is Katapayadi Sutra. That Gud Vamya Saura Sukta का अभी तक किसी को मीनिंग मालूम नहीं है. वो मैंने कटपयादि सूत्र लगा के, मतलब ये तंत्र लगा के उसका क्या होता है, अर्थ क्या होता है, और छोटे से श्लोक में lot of information is stored. How that is done, that I have found out. Another is robotics in ancient India. And particularly, I would like to talk on robo in Ramayana. The very first I said robotics in India, I mean, I can see lot of question marks on your faces. And when I say robos in Ramayana, everybody will be saying, oh, what is this nonsense you are talking? हमारे पास तो कुछ था ही नहीं. But this robo word is mine because you know what is you know the word robo. What is robo? But what Valmiki has in the Ramayana is for this huge figure and human figure is yantra. And you can very well understand yantra manava is nothing but the robo. Then about this robo, about this robo, how the very first shloka only I will tell you, 61.33. Looking at this huge figure, all monkeys started running away from the battlefield. And the battle was almost lost. And to win that, this discovery, mystery of discovery, this one was disclosed. That this is not a human being, this is yantra. Because psychologically, you can fight with a machine, but not with a man of this much huge figure. And there are so many shlokas about this, proving that afterwards, because word comes vibhishika. Vibhishika means frightening terror. फार्म में जो हम पक्षियों के लिए घबराने के लिए उभरते हैं, in Marathi we say that is buzgaona. So that vibhishika is this Kumbhakarna. Now Kumbhakarna, what was there? Probably Ravana's real brother Vibhishana must be sitting inside that machine and driving by, fighting with the help of that machine. Or possibly Vibhishan must have designed the machine and created also. So his name was given to that machine. We don't know that, we have to find out. And in ancient India, there are so many shlokas, but as time is short, I have told only one. Another thing is about ancient India. If you say Bhojaraja Samaragana Sutradhara, then in Samaragana, as Valmiki has used Yantra Manovar, in Samaragana Sutradhara, it is used as Sri Purusha Sadhusha Pratima Yantra. Then how robo should be prepared, and then how robo works. And robo's example he has given. When the lady which is giving sprinkling saints, who is giving drinking water, and the Dwarpal जो दरवाजे में खड़ा रह के against enemies he is fighting with all weapons. So many references are there. So and that you can see about in Bhojaraja Samarangana Sutradhara. One whole 31st adhyaya is meant for that, about robo. That is Sri Purusha Sadhusha Pratima Yantra. Now about very first one. I would like to spend 2 minutes. Just now I am having within 2 minutes only, all inventions are telling. But I want discussions and doubts from you people, so that we can correct so many things. So these doubts and discussions are most welcome. About this Sanskrit, this has become this one, people are not getting for Alzheimer and dementia, which is to be done, how is to be done. They are not getting any medicine. They are not able to get medicine. Why they are not able to get medicine? In Ayurveda, what is written and how I can take the help of that Ayurveda and which this one should be removed, this one should be used, that I have taken. Now in Sanskrit Bhasha is there. I mean, there are so many languages. Why other languages can't have any effect? This is because the scientific structure of language later building. जिस अब हमारी जो वर्णमाला है उसका साइंटिफिक है. At first it was माहेश्वर सूत्र were there. 14 सूत्रों में उनको ग्रथित किया था. They are available in उज्जैनी ओंकारेश्वर मंदिर और now also in जयपुर गुजरात. They are available in भोजशाला. पाणिनि के पहले afterwards they were gathered together according to properties. And पाणिनि ने 5 classes में उनको ये किया है. There are hard, soft, व्यंजना, स्वर व्यंजना, then aspirants and unaspirants, aspirants and non-aspirants, and so many things are there. So many properties we can use. Then Swarita, Udatta, Plutta, also are there. Out of that, I will tell you only one property which I have used here for proving about Ghosh letters. The property is about Ghosh letters. If all Ghosh letters are coming together, then the effect retains. Whatever happens in brain, effect retains. If in between some Ghosh letter is coming, the effect vanishes. Now, which you will be convinced. I will give you one very small example. मैं मेरे गुरु के यहाँ गई थी, उसने मुझे जप दे दिया. क्या जप दे दिया? आपको जो कुछ है वो उसके लिए जगदम्ब जगदम्ब और दिगंबरा दिगंबरा जप करो. वो जप करने के बाद सब ठीक हो गया. I was surprised. लेकिन वो दिगंबरा जो है, अच्छा 2 मिनट. अच्छा वो दिगंबरा जो है, all letters are Ghosh letters. जगदम्ब है उसमें all letters are Ghosh letters, and that is that effect. That way so many things can be proved, and this was when I got BSc Doctor of Science. At that time I was make use of this one, and this property can be made use in curing Alzheimer and dementia. The details I can tell you just now because time is very over. So many thanks to you, and I hope all doubts and discussions will come to me. Okay? Thank you.
Our next speaker of the evening is Dr. M.D. Thomas from Institute of Harmony and Peace Studies, New Delhi.
Dignitaries on the dais and friends. We have been part of this award ceremony program in the Indian Institute of Oriental Heritage. And in this evening, I'm not very sure whether we have an atmosphere of a serious lecture. At any rate, since I am invited, I would like to make a brief of maybe 10 minutes, a brief of the theme I will discuss. It is in line with the Oriental heritage. Oriental heritage has some special values that suits Asia and India. It is diversity is the main character of the Orient. And this is the character of the entire world, the entire human society as well. In Asia and India in particular, this character is very much blatant. And what has to be done with the diversity is that we combined with the spirit of unity. When there is unity, only diversity makes sense. In that line, rather than considering our own scripture, the scripture is the identity of any religious tradition. But at the same time, not considering my scripture as my own and your scripture as yours. My faith is my own and your faith is yours. My religion mine and your religion yours. We need to crisscross the different traditions of ours. From that point of view, cross-scriptural perspectives, values are to be highlighted. Cross-scriptural. There should be a bridge made between different religious traditions, the values of the different scriptures. So that means cross-scriptural values are very much important and necessary for promoting a harmonious living among the human society, among the citizens of the country, among the countries of the Asia and the entire world. And the values that emerge from the scriptures they are emerging from the great men and women of the world who are considered the founders of the world. And the founders, they have not divided. None of them have written any scripture. Their followers wrote it, and these scriptures and down from the great founders have come out with certain values. Values are for universal application. It is not yours and mine. They are the gifts of the same Creator, same God, and they are the common cultural heritage of the human society. And we have no business to divide them. We need to learn from all the values of the scriptures. All the scriptures are ours, and one scripture may be mine in special, but all the scriptures are ours in general. So we need to crisscross the different traditions and values of different scriptures and learn from all. All scriptural traditions are ours. And that point of view, the values that emerge from these scriptures are of the heritage of the human society. And the human society can live with each other peacefully and learn from each other, live harmoniously and peacefully with one another. We need to consider the scriptural values ours. So cross-scriptural values are to be promoted, to be learned from, and then only we can think of harmonious living among different citizens of the country. We have emerged as different religious communities in the world, and in India in particular. India, we have all the traditions of the world, like major and minor. And we have no business to divide our country in terms of religious community and the world as well. We need to learn from one another, and thus learn to live harmoniously with one another, learning from the values that are in the different religious traditions. For that we need, for example, the idea of Trinity. This is the idea of Trinity in the Christian tradition. The idea of the Trinity is in the Vedas. The idea of the Trinity is in the Tao. In different traditions we have. So Trinity would mean a unity of three. Unity of three is one and many. And unity of three is like one body with many parts. And they exist together, and they have different function and different dignity. So that point of view, we need to learn from each other, and after the model of one body with many parts. And we need to combine the one and many, and thus I think we will be able to celebrate our life as a unity in diversity. In that point of view, also there are universal values and universal ethics given in all the scriptures. These are all the scriptures that ethical values are not yours and mine. For example, there is Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina. Do whatever you wish the other do to the other. All these values coming from different religious traditions, they are all our values, and they are values for every human being. Only then I think we are able to get across the other, to be able to understand the other, to be able to learn from the other, to be able to exist together peacefully with one another. I think cross-scriptural values are certainly necessary for living harmoniously with one another. And that's all I would like to say in 5 minutes. though I am allotted 10 minutes, I think seeing the context now, that's more than enough. So I think we need to develop the Oriental heritage to that level. Not the Oriental heritage. The Oriental heritage has this all people in that, and the unity has to be combined with the diversity. Otherwise, diversity will divide and then fall. So, in order to promote a unity, we need to learn from another, the scriptures of the other, the traditions of the other. Then only we have a brighter future for our country and for Asia and for the human society. We need to, as we are come together, in the name of Oriental heritage from all over, from different countries and different states and all over, we need to take this lesson from this Oriental heritage that we need to survive together. We need to learn from each other, and thus I think cross-cultural values are to be learned from and be promoted so that our Oriental heritage will contribute to making a better world in the world. Thank you very much.
Abul. नीचे आ जाइए ना, सबका फोटो मिलेगा, है तो अपना फोटो।